So we knew that those colors were going to be where we were heading, because to give that end of the scene, that drama, that intensity of color was going to help.
They just used it beautifully, and they had me basically blocking the sun until I fall back and out of the shot, and then you get just some of the sun in the shot. And I'm happy to say that the blood spray that they did was all CGI, so I didn't have to, even when I was lying there with the blood coming out of the broken glass, the blood, that was all done with computers, which is what we love about computers. So you don't spend all day with, you know, blood coming out of your eye.
Dad!
It was great that at least for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, everybody thought that, you know, that HRG was dead.
I love that about this show, that you think it's one thing 1 second, and then it's something else, and then it's something else, and then it's something else again.
I don't know if you ever had to heal an eye on command, but it's a lot harder than it sounds.
The beginning of the concept for HRG's eye was kind of having slices of molecular elements and genetic elements to start building almost from the atomic level up and refill his empty socket all the way to the outside.
I don't think anyone really knows what an eyeball regenerating would look like.
We were not trying to be scientifically accurate, we were trying to be visually interesting.
We have a scan of the actor's face, which was great because we just literally put this kind of 3D mask over the top of him, and then using the same projection mapping techniques, we projected the actor's face back on to it, so we have an exact match for the skin. So we modeled an eye socket, which roughly matches about the same shape that his would be in. Then we can go from there. We got the veins coming in. It's kind of hard to tell unless you get really close up to it, but yeah, there's veins and the muscles and the main goop of the eyeball forming all the way to the process of generating the eyeball.
I just had to be very, very still and breathless, and then all of a sudden suck air into my lungs and come to life.
I love the end of this episode, when he really mirrors what Claire did in the first season, where they're both on the table at the morgue and, you know, ready to be sliced and diced, and he's back.
I just thought that was great. It was, you know, a little homage to ourselves.
Oh.
It's one of the things I think the show does so brilliantly is they do mirror images of scenes you've already seen with people switching roles.
Holy.
The scene in the gurney at the end, again, much like some of the other scenes in the episode, mirror other scenes from other episodes.
Where to, my friend?
JFK, please.
Not only the cab scene from the pilot, you know, mirroring the scene of Suresh and HRG in the car, just the roles reversed.
I have to do what I think is right. Start driving. Please.
We wanted that scene on the gurney in my episode to echo Claire on the slab in the autopsy room from season 1. So we made sure, even though that the events were a little bit different, we wanted to make sure that at least the very end shot would be exactly the same.
So next time, what does the future hold for this broken family unit?
I don't know. I don't know where the Bennetts go after this. I don't know.
HRG's a guy with a plan, and he'll come up with a plan, and he'll figure out a way to get out of it.
You took Claire's blood. It saved your life.
He must be aware that we are feeling his loss, and at the same time that he's probably pretty shocked himself that he's here.
They think I'm dead. How does he get out of his cell, and what is it going to take?
What have you done with Claire?
You know, as long as there's life, there's hope.
You went after my family!
He's pretty wily. I think he'll come up with something.
It's comedy next on BBC Two. Stay with us for 2 pints.